everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a fun look. I kind of mentioned it in my last video that we were gonna play around with the Nikkie tutorial palette. Her new palette just came out like not that long ago. Got my hands on it and here she is. If you have not seen it, very pretty. I'm sure you want to see it the inside too. Of course, you're gonna get to see everything about it and get to see me create a look today with it. I want to do something really unique, dramatic, just something that really like screams Nikkie, and dramatic and unique definitely is that. She does very bold, creative looks. So that's what I want to be able to do with this palette. So I've kind of waited so I could really like have the time to create something great. I'm putting so much pressure on myself, so you know that never works. And it came with this cute little card, which I think this is the coolest thing. It lists all the colors and it tells you if you should use your finger or brush or both. And I think that is really, really cool. Because some shades just, they need that pressure of the finger or the warmth of it. Some just do better with the brush, they blend better, like that's really cool. So let's just get started. Stop chit-chatting and dive right in. So I'm gonna do my eyes first, since I'm doing a nice bold look, hopefully. I'm gonna go in my concealer that is completely empty. I bought a new LA Girls one, and I don't know what happened, but I got home and it was full of water. And I got my sister one too, and hers, because it was buy one, get one free at CVS, and hers was full of water. So we're gonna take this back and get new ones or something, but I gotta make this work because I want that like white base. Now I'm gonna set this concealer with my Ciate Everyday Vacay powder. It's a white powder, so it's gonna like keep that like whiteness, and that's what I want. If I use a regular one, it might be too yellow, and just enough to keep it from creasing is really the point of the powder. But it will also help your shadows kind of glide on better too. Just prepping up our canvas. All right, so I'm gonna start off with, I think, with this color right here, and I'm gonna put it as like my crease color. Just it's gonna be like my base color to get everything kind of going. And I don't know quite how to say it. I don't know if it's Zoomer or Zoomer. Seems like it'd have to be Zoomer. Zoomer would be 2 O's. Seems like I should know that. I love Nikkie, but I don't. Sorry, Nikkie. If y'all know that, let me know. I'm gonna a little bit and start putting it in my crease. And because they blend so good, you're not spending as much time blending. And girls who do makeup, you know how important that is. Like, that's a big deal. I spend most of my life blending. True statement. All right, now here's where I'm gonna get a little different. I'm gonna do both my eyes a little bit different. So what color's gonna go on this lid is gonna be popped in this crease and vice versa, if that makes any sense. So that's what we're gonna try to do anyway. So we're gonna start on this side right now, and I'm going to put on, I'm gonna go right now and throw on my lid this pink color, and it's called Blend and Snap. I love that, it's from Legally Blonde. So, and I have just a like shader brush, a Jeffree Star one, and I'm going to just tap it on my entire lid right now. I'm just packing it on there real good right now. gonna take my blending brush. I'm not gonna dip it in anything, but I'm just gonna kind of blend over the line where a little bit of it got up on the crease. I'm just gonna kind of blend that in. But I'm not going on top of the pink, just where that line meets. All right, now I'm gonna go over to this eye. And for this eye, I'm going in with this color right here called Redemption, right? Right, I couldn't read it upside down. Even though I know what they are, my memory's so bad, I have to like double check. And I've not experimented this at all. This is just in my head, so let's hope it turns out. And then the same thing, I'm gonna blend out the line. All right, so back to this side, I'm gonna go in with the Redemption into the crease. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit into the side too. Now I'm taking Blend and Snap over here in the crease. They're so pigmented, but they blend so good. Usually real pigmented shades are kind of hard to blend, but not at all. As you can see, they're just like butter. You almost gotta be a little careful. They're too easy to blend. Same thing, kind of take it on the outer corner, just a little bit. I'm gonna take my finger and kind of touch up the orange a little bit, or the Redemption, I mean. And do the same thing to the pink if you need to. Now I'm gonna take some glitter glue. This is the NYX glitter glue. You can use whatever you got, or you could even probably just use setting spray, but we're gonna go all out today. Or I'm trying it anyway. Go all out every day, but you know, we're going extra out for Nikki. And I'm just patting it on real lightly. You don't want to take away, you know, your shade, your undershade. And put it on both lids. Now, I guess I picked up my orange brush. So I'm gonna start with this eye first. And I'm going to go in with Aurora over the orange, is what I have decided to do. This one right here. Kind of has that orangey, vibey to me. So I'm just gonna go on the center of it though, I think. Well, most of it, but we'll see. Probably the whole thing actually, since I put the glitter glue on the whole thing. Just kind of lightly. I want to use it to kind of give it just that nice shimmery effect. Give it an aurora, an aura, right? Aura? Yeah, aura. No, aura, I don't know. Oh my goodness. I overthink it. And the crazy thing is I watched her whole video of her talking about all the colors. I can't remember how she pronounced them. Okay, now that I kind of got the stickiness, I'm gonna also take my finger and push it on there. I just wanted to start with the brush at first. But this is definitely one you want your finger for. Let me see if that's what she says on the chart. Of course. I'm good. No. All right, now we're gonna go over here and I'm going to go in with Roxy Catan. It has more of like that kind of pinky vibe, I thought. And I'm gonna start with my brush too at first. Oh yeah, and then I'll move in with my finger. And I'm gonna take this little brush. It's kind of like a little bushy, that's what I was saying, bush. And it's a bushy brush, Wet n Wild. I'm going in with Ivy, and I'm just gonna bring it up in my white area to give it a little shimmeriness. I'm gonna use a brush, because I just want, you know, that light, nice effect. And this is a good brush because it helps like kind of follow the shape and stuff without messing up any of your work. All right, now I'm gonna jump away from the eyes for a little bit, go do my face, and then we'll come right back to the eyes, all right? Today, we're all about the eyes. So instead of doing all my other makeup on camera, I'm gonna skip, use a little YouTube magic, and get that done so we can get right back into the fun part, the eyes. So we're going to magically, ta-da! We're ready to get back to our eyes. How fast was that? So now I'm gonna do the bottom part of my eyes. So I'm gonna take Slasher and I'm gonna put it in the bottom corners on both sides. This is where I'm gonna kind of make them the same, I guess. And I'm using a little like kind of tiny shader brush for this. Now I'm going to take this nice yellow color, and it's called VLA, Vlog. Okay. Probably should have studied the name of these shadows. I wasn't prepared for the test. I'm gonna kind of pull the yellow a little bit under the purple. I'm gonna get a nice fine brush, my setting spray, of course. Spray it, dip it, and then I'm gonna go into Ivy, that like nice white color, and I'm just gonna put it in the inner corner to brighten her up a little bit. I'm trying my finger. It's not really showing up so much with the brush. There we go. There, now she's a poppin'. All right, now I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner, and today I'm using my NYX, and this is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I've been trying to mess around with new eyeliners. I just got it all over the place too. This one has a similar kind of wand to what I like, so it's just really long. See, it's like really long. Got away from me there for a minute. Woo. All right, we're gonna kind of make it a thick wing too today, believe it or not. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch to one I can work with for that part though. Right back. Now that I got my e.l.f. See, it's just small and I can maneuver it better. And this is where it went left. It was good until she pulled out the eyeliner. Oof. Oof, I am sweating. I didn't mean to go all up in that. Now, can I do that again? Probably not. I'm just gonna go with this one right off the bat. No, I'm sweating. Whew. Come on, girls, gotta take the sweater off. Whew. That made me sweat. Whew. why this is so stressful today. I don't normally do really thick wings, obviously. Girl, thick. Her wings are, that's for sure. Now I'm gonna take Stila, it's in Stingray, and I'm gonna line my bottom just a little bit. Just the outer corner. And then I'm gonna take my white NYX Epic White, and I'm going to do a little bit right here, the inner. I'm just gonna open my eyes a little bit. With that big old wing. I'm gonna fly away. For mascara, I'm going in with my Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara, which I wanna get a full size of this. I really liked it. I love trying little mascaras, but these little things are so hard to use. It's a great mascara, but in this little tube, it's a little difficult. Alright, now I'm gonna do my lips, and I'm gonna use the Superstay ink crayon. I love this color, and I really like this formula. It stays on really nice, it's like smooth. Sometimes the ones that stay on for a long time, they really dry out your lips. Because I kind of got dry lips, and they like look real chunky or flaky. Don't like that, but this doesn't do that. It's like real creamy, and it stays that way. And it kind of smells like a crayon. I like that. I'm doing a lip liner, but if you want to, you can draw them. That's what's great about the crayon. Over a little bit. I don't overdraw my lips too much, but I go out a little on the sides because they're a little thin right here. And let that dry for a minute. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, and then we're gonna come back and do one last thing before we're done. All right, now that it's kind of just tacked up a little bit, I'm going to take what I can get out of my Morphe concealer. Actually, I'm gonna put it on my hand. Ain't much in there though. And now I have an ombre lip. Guys, I wanted to show you before we say goodbye, the old Nikkie. This was one of my actually first palettes that I bought myself. That was like from Ulta, that wasn't like from Walmart or anything. And it was her Power of Makeup. And it came in this cute little case that matched this. Look, I've panned a bunch of the girls too. Look, I panned that one. Love the bronzer. Obviously loved the blush, but it was really cute. Where's my new Nikkie? And I just want to show you guys just how far she's came from this guy to this. Like, this has so much of her, who she really is. Like, it's just so cool. Like, I even noticed looking at like her little signatures, how much they've kind of changed a little bit, which is really cool. Just seeing how she's, you know, just changed into who she is today. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Hope you like the look. It didn't come out too crazy, but I think it looks very pretty. We got a little wild with our eyeliner today, but It's always good to do something different and crazy. Got a little sweaty up in here, but it was fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and just hanging out with me. Until our next video, guys, I'll see you then. And please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot. And have a great day, guys. Bye.